Hey everybody, this is the flat human circulatory system model, and it is for AMP2 for the first exam. So I'm going to try not to give you motion sickness, but I'm going to give you a little tour of this labeled model with the answers and point some things out. So we're going to start with the blue stickers, and so those are going to be the letters. So we'll start with the letter A. Letter A here, this is the aorta. Now letter B, that's going to be this blood vessel right here. You can't see it. There you go. That's B. This is the Brachiocephalic, so it's the first one that branches off there. And then C, the second one that branches off the aorta, this is the common carotid artery. So, and this is actually the left one because this is the patient's left side. This is the left common carotid artery. This brachiocephalic artery is going to split, and this would be the right common carotid artery there. But common carotid is in two places because you have a left and a right. So let's go over to D. This is a subclavian. So if you remember from AMP1 and touch it on yourself, there's your clavicle, so it's right under the clavicle, and it's going to go down and it's going to split off. So in part E, here we are, this is the axillary artery, so that would be in the armpit. It's going to continue on down, and it becomes, after we get out of the armpit, into the brachial artery. So brachial artery is going all the way down here, so just, into the arm there. Let's see, now we gotta go with G. So here we go, G is all the way over here on this side. So here we're looking at the underside of the arm here. So if you'll take your own arm and turn it like this, that's the side that we're looking at. Okay, so G here, this is going to be the radial artery, and you notice that it runs right under the radius bone. H would be the ulnar artery, running right along the ulna. Let's find I. I is all the way down here. I is this portion that kind of sticks up a little bit. So this portion that sticks up, this is called the celiac trunk, and you can see how it splits off into several different vessels. So moving on over here to J, this is a hepatic artery because here's the liver. On down to K, this is your abdominal aorta, and that's how I know that I is not this humongous vessel. That's gonna be your abdominal aorta. L, notice this is a kidney. So this would be the renal artery, and there's two, there's one on each side. Let's move on down. M, this is your common iliac artery, and so there's two of them, there's a left and a right. So patient's left would be this one, that'd be the left and the right. So to the patient, not for us. And okay, so there's the common one, and now it's going to split. So let's follow this down here. So here's M, and it's going to split off to the outside and to the inside. So here, these two on the inside, these are going to be your internal iliac arteries. So this would be the left one, this would be the right one. And then what's left would be your external iliac arteries on both sides, left and right. P, let's go on down to the leg. All right, notice this bone that comes right here. This would be the femur. So doesn't it make sense that this is the femoral artery? Q, this is the kneecap. So here we have the popliteal artery. R, let's see here. R is, which bone is this? This would be the tibia, right? So this is behind the tibia, so this is the posterior tibial artery. S, let's go on down. So it's going to split. So this is the plantar artery. So here we're dealing with the plantar side of the foot, the bottom of the foot. T is the anterior tibial artery. So here we're talking about the front of the tibia. So posterior, anterior, this is the tibia. as we get over to the top of the foot, this would be your dorsal pedis artery. So top of the foot, dorsal pedis, think about it like that. And then V, there are in the hands and the feet here. So here we're talking about we're going out to the digits. So this would be a digital artery. So that doesn't mean it's not real, it just means it's referring to fingers or toes. So also up here, digital arteries. W, here, see how this goes right along the palm of the hand? This would be your superficial palmar arch. So that's all the letters. Now, the veins are going to be numbered. And notice they're going to go right alongside of these arteries. So if you know one, you're pretty close to knowing the other. All right, so veins are going to be in the yellow stickers with the numbers. So this here, going alongside the aorta, this is going to be your superior vena cava. So this is what brings blood into the heart. 2, dumping into the superior vena cava, this is going to be your Brachiocephalic vein. And you have a left one and a right one. Here's the left and here's the right. So both those are Brachiocephalic veins. Number 3, this is the patient's left side, so this is a jugular vein. There's one on the left and there's one on the right. You won't be able to see that jugular vein. Maybe that one, maybe, but this would be the left jugular vein right there. And then now over here on 4, notice we had the subclavian artery right here. This is also subclavian artery. So right alongside of that is the subclavian vein. And this would be on the right-hand side, so the right subclavian vein. And let's see, then we have the cephalic vein, which is over here, which looks kind of weird. You go, why is it in the arm? But this is the cephalic vein. It goes all the way up and it's going to join with the subclavian. Okay. Next. Number 6. We are looking for the axillary vein. There we go. So here we're looking for the armpit. Axillary, think armpit. There it is. 7, let's go on down. So this is the Basilic Vein. So this is a little bit weird. It goes along near, maybe kind of runs with the brachial artery there. But anyway, so this is a different one. It is called the Basilic Vein. So that's a little different. Let's see. And number 8. Here we go. Here's number 8, this one here. This is the median cubital vein. So, and it crosses all the way over here. So it crosses all the way over here. So this is the median cubital vein, crossing all the way over here. Next, number 9, we have the brachial vein, which is cut off, so you can't actually see it. So it goes here, but this would be the brachial vein right there. Next, you have the inferior vena cava, which is going to be over here. So notice it kind of runs right along the abdominal aorta. So here's your inferior vena cava. It's going to dump blood into the heart that way. Number 11, here we are coming out of the kidney. So that would be our renal vein, one on the left and the right. Another view of your inferior vena cava. All right, also known as IVC. We got number 11, number 12. Okay, so here, this was the common iliac artery, so this would be the common iliac veins. And once again, they split. There's the internal ones, which are not labeled. We care about these external ones. There's 2 of them left, to be left and right. This is the external iliac vein, running right along the external iliac artery. And now let's go down to the leg. And this is going to be what runs along like with the femoral artery. This is called the Great Saphenous Vein. Great Saphenous Vein. So there's your tour.